I'm right here beneath the scars. You're right here. We've come so far. Love and fear know who we are. Left unclear. Rock round the star.
All right. Today we're going to talk about two of my favorite acoustic guitar chords. They're really amazing chords because they have a lot of different character to them. And by that I mean it's not just like your standard G or C, right? Or even your standard D chord, right? These have a little more rich. They have a little more depth, harmonic depth, I think that it really sounds good on the acoustic guitar. And they're both movable shapes, so why don't we just jump right in. The first one, we've got D. I would call it like a D6 over 9, and it's over F sharp. So that sounds like a lot, but I'll put a little diagram up there. It's really just, you're just pushing down on 2 frets here. So you got F sharp on the E string. I play that one with my middle finger. Open A, open D, and then you're playing an A again on the G string. That's the 2nd fret. And those are the only 2 things you really have to push down. You can do 1st and 3rd, or do these 2. And then you're playing an open B, and that's the 6. That's the 6 in a D chord. The interval from D to B is a 6, and then you play the open E on top. And that is that would be the 9 in a D chord. So it's like D to D is an 8th, and then you go a whole step. That's a 9. So it's a nice, rich sounding chord. And that's though if you wanted to move that with a bar, then you would just bar it. And then I use my 3rd and my pinky on the 2 frets up, and then on the E and on the G string, just like you did when it was open, right? So he would be like, instead of a D, this would be like an E version of the same chord, right? Be an E over G sharp, 6 over 9. E 6 over 9 over G sharp. It's kind of a lot to say. But it's really nice sounding chord. Very movable. And then the other chord that's in that chord progression is an A minor 11. And this is a chord shape that I picked up from the band Humphreys McGee in the kitchen. Right? And so this shape has your A, then you're playing a G note here on the D string, and then you're playing a D note on the G string, that's the 5th fret, and then you're playing another D note on the B string. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, that would be A, then G, then C, then D. Right, and this is a movable shape. If you just, you let your top finger deaden the A string, and you let your pointer finger deaden the E string. So you're just playing the strings that you're fretting. Right, and you can hear, I mean, it's got a nice amount of depth. So those 2 chords together, if you want to play light as a feather, would be. So that's today's. Did you get that? A couple acoustic guitar chords that you can use in your own writing, and you can also use as some movable shapes if you ever need to play like even just a D over F sharp. You can just play the low 4 notes for this shape. It's a D over F sharp. You could also add a D here with your pinky. All right. Have a good day. Check out Light in the
not so far away. The day before yesterday.